Hello, everyone. Thanks for coming. My name is Stuart Tubis. I'm an attorney and partner here at Jeffer Mangels, Butler and Mitchell. I'm joined by my partner, Martin Orlick. Martin, you want to say a few words?
Hi, I'm Marty Orlick, and I want to thank Lawline for having us present to you today. And I want to thank each and every one of you for taking time from your busy schedules to listen to us and to learn a little bit about the most important civil rights legislation ever passed in this country and how it's used and how the courts have interpreted it and the kinds of issues that we see every day in our practice. I chair our firm's ADA compliance and defense practice, and I started in this space in about 1991, when I represented one of the nation's leading banks, and they were curious as to what the ADA meant for them. And I had to explain that all of their branches ultimately had to be brought into compliance. So I've been practicing law for a long time, and I've been working with Stu for the last decade on ADA compliance work, and we've handled more than 1,000 ADA cases, including Department of Justice investigations and state investigations, as well as state and federal court litigation.
So here's a little bit on Marty's background. As he mentioned, I graduated law school in 2011. I've been working in the ADA space for over 10 years now. I have a bit of a technology background. I've done some computer programming and some web design, which really comes in handy, as it turns out, because the ADA, as you'll see later in the presentation, has been branching out into website accessibility and even mobile applications. So
I think Stuart's been a little modest when he says he has a little bit of background in technology and software development. Stu is the only lawyer I know in the ADA defense space who actually is a coder, who can review websites for code compliance and help fix them. So sorry, I just wanted to
no, thank you. I appreciate
give you a little more information.
So let's go ahead and jump into it. We're here talking about accessibility, and it's always important to acknowledge why it's important. You know, there are well over, at this point, 58 million people in the US with one form of disability or another. And the goal here is to try to integrate everyone in society, to allow people to live a more active and independent life, and to do what they need to do, to go to stores, to shop, go to movies, and to participate like anyone else.
When the ADA was passed in 1990, it's interesting if you ever go back and read the congressional reports and the debates that were going on in the Senate. And once a prominent senator thought that the Americans with Disabilities Act was going to be the greatest piece of civil rights legislation ever passed for people with disabilities. Another argued that it might create a cottage industry for lawyers and plaintiffs to file litigation. As we'll see, Congress never really intended the Department of Justice or the federal government to be the primary enforcing agency of the ADA.